Starting this stream. See if we got audio. Doing some weird things with it. Music will come shortly, folks. Just give me a second. Gotta go to my channel. Starting this stream. See if we got audio. Okay, good. We got audio. I'm going to add some music. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I think the levels are balanced. Should be balanced. Yeah. Sweet. Alrighty. Now for my favorite time of night. Doing stream stuff. Woo! Apologize for the echo. I am in a different space tonight. Anyways, let me send out stream links to folks. Sending out stream links. Sending out stream links. YouTube channel again. That's a great question. It's always a great question. I always ask myself, why do I have a YouTube channel? You know, why do I have a YouTube channel? Very great question to ask me. Anyways, now I have it. Anyways, while I get set up, how is everyone's night? Hope the audio is good. Tell me what to do, and the bullet. Fixing the stream. Fixing some stuff. Just got a lot of dropped frames here. Good. Really gotta learn how to figure this out. Very clear. Tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do. And the bullet you left in my thigh. Well, I'm giving it back to you. It wasn't always that easy. No, it wasn't always that slow. I just thought you'd like to know this. How much I thought you'd like to know. From time to time and dusk to dusk, whenever there's a lull between the void, you feel the silence languid on the couch. Think I need to figure this one out. I'm lost beneath your cloud. Can I keep my 2 feet on the ground? Wake me, I'll love you tomorrow. You leave me breathless and hollow. Lately, a tough pill to swallow, but outside compose.
Almost there, guys.
Someone you should get to know.
Almost there.
I could be, I suppose, someone you should get to know. Lost in pillow dreams, caught in a stitch of what could be.
What is up, people?
It seems to shake this one off and dance with me. We're dancing through the house. Think we need to figure
What
this
is
one
up?
out.
How is everyone's night? Good? Bad? Been a rough week, been a good week. I can tell you, it's been a mixed week for myself. Very much so. But otherwise, it's been pretty good. Been one of those. Do. Tell me what to do. Been a good day. Been a good day.
Wake me, I love you tomorrow. You leave me breathless and hollow.
Change that, I think.
A tough pill to swallow.
No, I don't. It's actually ideally how I
I suppose someone you should get to know. Oh, I could be, I suppose, someone you should get to know. Someone you should get to know.
Oh yeah, perfect. Do.
Like a hand reaching for a handle, but it's plain that it was never there. Can't tell me I can't handle no
Thought you'd like to know how I thought you'd like to know.
didn't march until I heard the order ring. Can't keep from falling apart, but I'll glue back everything again.
Excuse me. Ay. Do. Sorry guys, setting stuff up. How's the day? Feel like I'm gonna ask this question all night. But for now I don't care, because it's not night. I mean, it technically is night, but it also isn't, depending on where you are in the world, so I'm both right and wrong.
Like the wing of a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains, but I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard
Almost ready, guys, and then I will actually begin with a little plan for tonight. A second. Oh wait, hang on. I can't. The computer. This is the daily occurrence. Alright. Now that I have just about there. Kiki's Delivery Service. Technically it's Mimi's, but it's based on Kiki's Delivery Service. Pretty good song. Alright. Let's see. Where were we? Alright, so tonight, here's the game plan for the amazing people in chat. I might work on this a little bit, and I thought I'd show it off. So, been wanting to do some more LTMS stuff, and this is kind of what I'm thinking is my next actual module. I'm wanting to have like a little station. I think it's really cute. I've got some great renders showing it. I have a signal which could eventually be converted to an order board, but I think a signal for now would be great. My plan is to put this right by a switch, so it works either way. And then I think I want to add a road right here, so right after the water tower. So that is my plan for the night. And then I might do some blue brick stuff, because there's some great conversation that was happening earlier today with or at least over the past few days with a bunch of people, over just some narrow gauge things. Anyways, let's get into it. See if I can make this a little bit more lively. Starting first, adding some blinking. See, this is the hard part when making something like this. I need to make it perfecto. At least not perfecto, it needs to look natural. I think a ramp coming down here makes sense. Thoughts? Opinions? Questions? Comments? Oh, I didn't think I had this piece. God. How fun. Let's see. Only comes in none of the colors I need. Lovely. Thank you, world. And also this piece. Oh, lovely. It's almost never, ever possible. Part comes in colors I want it to do. Oh, that's that could be very useful. No. Other ones. Here we go. I think I want 1 by 3. Look at that. That is how you make it good. Thank you. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And I want a normal plate. What's cheaper? Ironic. There we go. Look at that.
So I
feel like that feels a lot more natural. I do think adding it here is probably also
miss the rest, that's fine, I guess.
So if I add this ramp here, and it flows more natural, because then you have a more of a backside to the station. And also maybe extending the backside of the station a bit more. I don't know. This is not a specialty of mine, at the very least, but it's starting to look a little better. Da, 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 da. Let's see, we go like that.
It's getting out of you, give me the
Working on
next to
this.
you. I'll make a coffee from the
Gray.
notes that you leave around the room. I'll pour for two, then rinse it off me like the shadow of an undiscovered moon from miles away. That's getting closer every day. It's getting out of you, we'll clear the room, we'll clear the room.
Because it's some variety, you know?
All the lights out, life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. Punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants to talk to me. I wanna talk to you. It's getting out of you. Give me the window next to you. We'll grow a garden with the notes that you hum without a tune. I'll sing it too.
Come over.
And cast it on
See.
me like the bubbles of an epigraphic tomb I read before, but I am certain to ignore. It's getting out of you. We'll see it through. We'll see it through.
I need to have this spread out a bit.
Lights out. Life got me so stressed out. Nobody wants
It's
to
one of those things that I'm just trying to figure out.
punching all the lights out. Life got me so stressed
So there is that good point,
wants to talk to me.
which I couldn't push it back more.
I wanna talk to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that real quick. I originally designed this as a single track module, but now kind of thinking I want this to be able to be moved as a double track module. Because otherwise, it's not really going to work. Although I don't know if I can grab those. Yeah. We're going to hide that while I add these submodels. So I'll just save my tushish. My tushy wushy. Because if I forget about them later, what do you mean I can't add them into the submodel? There we go. Merge into the submodel. Signal, track, roof, base, water tower, yeah. Merge into that submodel. Perfect. Then we can go back after this. Unhide that. Bada bing, bada boom. Again. I have to add all of those parts. Because this is now technically a submodel. Okay. There we go. Figured the barrel was a smart idea because it hides the wire. Show all. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these out of it. And what we're going to do is go into this. I have to unlink this on the submodel. See, adding it affects. Does it? No, it doesn't. Hallelujah. Oh, that's how I do that. Interesting. Okay. replace this. Might change the position, but honestly, at the end of the day, I don't care as much as I did. Now, my goal is to have this be an accurate track. Do that, then get rid of this, copy this over, and we'll edit it from there. Yeah, that will be a problem for the water tower, but I could add a water spout, potentially. But again, I don't know on those things. I'll figure out as I go. One of these. Yep. Then what I want to do is this. 2 over. You always leave 4 in it. Oh, hi Jolt King. Yes, dual gauge. Dual gauge. Currently fixing up a LGMS module, which I'll pop out. And yeah, kind of the first official one I'm designing from the ground up instead of taking a stock set and going from there. So dual gauge mule streak start. Yeah. Also, sorry if I respond to questions so late. Stream is definitely delayed. But yes, it is dual gauge. And it is LVMS. Going back to YouTube real quick. Had something come up. I wondered about that delay. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that yet. I'm kind of still learning. I mean, there's probably a way to do it. It's not like a major high priority. But by all means, if you know how to fix it, that would be lovely. Yeah, just peeking in, seeing if I can fix something. But again, you should turn down the music a bit. I can barely hear you over it. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I usually stream with headphones. Now I'm not at the moment. So I kind of have to guess on the audio levels. Just one of those things. One of those things, one of those things, one of those things. Much better? Perfect. I feel that is so good to hear. That is not what I meant to do. What do you mean? What am I doing? Why is my studio tab so big? Hold up. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. My streams were so basic, I didn't even have music. Well, yeah, I'm very lucky. I found a band that I really enjoy personally, and that doesn't issue copyright strikes whenever you use their music, whether it be videos or streaming. So I just go with them because I'm like, oh, they're great. So, yeah. Anyways, back into studio while I figure out this lovely thingy. So... I do this. Why is it lower? Thank you, world. Okay, we're gonna turn off collision for 0.5 seconds while I attempt to remember how I did this. Let's see, and then I think I had Buddy Boy like this. But yeah, because that won't collide. Perfect. And then I feel like I might switch the water tower over here. I should stream again sometime while I build or something. I need to film in general. Yeah, I started streaming because, quite honestly, building sometimes is just difficult. So even if I'm not doing anything productive, I'm genuinely off about consistent upload consistently. I get motivated in spurts. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I feel like if I do this, I feel less obligated to actually produce content. You know, like stuff that actually requires brain power. And this is more fun, and I can actually do streams and yada yada yada. So I don't feel as bad. Let's see. I'm gonna open this file real quick. I have wanted to add these parts in because but yeah, I totally feel you on the motivation. I have I still have to edit my train show video and actually film like a post recap because I never actually did that. So that is on my list. Feels wrong. Feels so much better with that. If you do a stream schedule like my friend did, it holds your accountability to yourself too. You see, the thing is, right, like, I want to have a life, and I don't want to hold myself fully to streaming. Like, this is for fun. Like, I could care less whether I stream tomorrow or not. It's more of just like, hey, do I have the time? Can I do it? Yes. Let's do it. So, you know, because, like, honestly, I probably am going to make a video once every 3 months most of the time. I need to do a Lego Train retrospective stuff. Definitely more on my mocks. You really do need to do more stuff on your mocks. Like, your catalog is impressive. Again, I do need to fix that. I do need to fix the buffering. I'm at least going to try and fix the bitrate, because that should improve the delayed frames, which are giving me a pain in the tush right now. Okay. Please work. Okay. I think I improved the bitrate, so it should be better when doing stuff, but just wanted to add a few of these custom decals that were made by Fairweather Locomotive Works. He gratefully shared with me all of these custom parts. I have so much planned too, including in the next few months a layout. Oh boy, you're doing a layout? May heaven have mercy on your soul. I should do content on that as I build it. It will kill on the algorithm. Honestly, I think it would. I think one of the things that I have noticed, because I'm subscribed to every small YouTube channel that does anything train related that I can find, and it's that they do city builds and all this kind of stuff, but very few do, you know, like scale builds. Like, there's, what channel do I follow? I forget the name of the channel, but there's a channel I like following that does actual scale builds, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. Can I get rid of, gosh dang it, I hate submodels. But I think if you did it, you're right, I think the algorithm would eat it up pretty good. I think I have to unlink all of these submodels, which is always annoying. Okay. Does that fix it? No. Yes, I want to do an actual railroad first layout. Yeah, like, that's my long-term goal. I actually, once I fix this real quick, I do want to pop over to Lubrix to actually start working on some show layout ideas. But I really would like to see more of that. Okay, I'm just going to do, oh, that's why. It's not unlinked from the submodel. That's annoying as heck. There we go. I love my life. Okay. And we're going to hide this. Gonna hide this. Gonna go like this. There we go. See, by getting rid of the ends, it enables us to figure out how much I actually have to delete. Then we go like this. Then we hide. Okay, it's still acting weird, but I can live with this. Maybe. Oh, that's odd. Why is it deleting from those? Interesting. Do I have to unlink it from these as well? Oh. Does that fix the issue? Submodels in Studio, man. Okay, why are all of these linked? A lot of people do city-based layouts with trains around them. I want to do a model railroad with Lego as a medium, as if any building in it is actual industry. Yeah, and I would love to see that. So when you are doing a full dual gauge LGMS layout, so you can run narrow gauge in a loop? Kind of? Let me answer that in a question, but I to build on your point real quickly on... I gotta fix these. Anyways, to build on your point about cities, there's a gal down in the Central Valley. There's a city called Bakersfield, which is far from me, but not unreasonable. But they have the only Lego train layout that is close to me. And when I mean close, I mean 2 hours. And it's a nice R40 9-volt error layout that was started 2 years ago by just some gal. And don't get me wrong, from the little I've been able to find of it online, it looks quite nice. But I don't know, so many people build city stuff or base, like they build a city which is beautiful and can have so much depth and like little details that they forget to actually make a model train layout. Like there's a great dude I knew 10 years ago. He built the entirety of the SP, the Southern Pacific, from Sacramento, California, all the way down the Central Valley through farmlands and cities, and then went from Bakersfield to Tehachapi. And it was gorgeous. Like, he had a model of Tehachapi Loop, and it was like 5 feet tall in HO scale. Like, and when I mean 5 feet, not in scale, but I mean physically, like, it was literally as tall as I am, which I'm not 5 feet, I'm almost 6, but it was huge. Like, I'd love to see more stuff like that. Just like, this is model railroading. But yeah, like you just said, there is a charm to city stuff. But it's not for me. Like, I can't think of the last time I've genuinely loved a city set like too deeply, but yeah, they have a charm to them. And landscaping, you're right. I want good landscaping. Like, I was looking at the other night, like, ooh, how can I make corn crops or wheat crops? Because the Central Valley is the breadbasket of the U.S. So, like, how can I make, stuff that I see all the time? Because I'll drive on my way to just events. Like, I'll drive through fields that are in the middle of cities. I've been to a place called the Sunset Valley. It's an enormous HO layout in an entire basement. That sounds vaguely familiar. I can't remember if I've been there or not. Okay, I hate submodels. Run like a real railroad with signals and stuff? Yeah. So, on the topic of signals, this is a yellow LXF model that I've modified. This actually works. So I need to get rid of the barrel real quick. Hide that. But like, you can switch it. I have a different part in here so it stays undercover. But like, I want to be able to like accurately figure out a way to be like, okay, this is a base. Let's do something better. Like, this is a building point. Let's make actual signals. Like, I would love, the old Brick Tracks owner, I think, he made a semaphore signal, or at least the concept of one a while back. And I'm really tempted to be like, hey, is there a way you can 3D print this to work? Like, you know, but again, it's so low on my commission/ask list as I need dual gauge before I do signal stuff. So low on the priority list, but this signal definitely will get built, even though it's technically out of what I typically model, error-wise. I typically like to model, I think, into the 30s is about my point, and the narrow gauge doesn't have much signal-wise. Man, my computer is struggle bussing. Oh yeah. Oh, I just got the image you sent me. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. I love that. Some of my friends were doing some signal detectors in Lego. Yeah, it's a thing. Bricks, I think it's Brick Stuff and Lights, or something of the like. They've done it. And I looked in them, but it's not something I want to do necessarily. But yeah, I saw your layout. Like, that's clean. I like how short it is. My only question is you have a loop of 9 volt. I think it's R40. That's the only thing I think it could be. Is that like a little mountain line? Because I thought I remember you having a mountain at some point. Because, like, otherwise, this is great. That's literally my only question. I can see you having staging yards / just a yard in general, little switches here and there. Like, this is cool, man. I like it. I like it. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. Submodels. Why must I suffer? Yes, the R40 is going to be in the mountain. Okay, good. That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I'm 90% certain that's what this is. I didn't know. Like my last layout, that was much smaller. Yeah, I remember you posting pictures of your older layout. Okay, does that get rid of anything? Dang it. Why must my life be like this? I hate frickin'. Okay, track 1. Track. Ooh. Okay. This should at least fix some of this, and then I have to figure out other things. They're no longer linked, so it should just work. I really hope it does. Okay, good. Good. Anyways, back up to your narrow gauge question, because that was a while ago. So, am I doing a full dual gauge LGMS module so you can run narrow gauge in a loop? So, here's my issue at the moment. And this is something I've really thought long and hard about. I'm kind of in a catch-22 situation as like one of the few people pushing for narrow gauge beyond just like, ooh, cool static display model. In order for there to be loops, like dual gauge loops, it either means I have to do my own stuff, which I of course will do when I'll have the equipment, but it also means if I ever go to a show, I need to get more people on board to the idea of dual gauging, which means there has to be models existing, because, you know, why would you build a train? Why would you build dual gauge, words are hard. Why would you build dual gauge if you don't have anything to run on it? But because there's nothing to run on it, there's no need for any trains or track. And because you don't have track, you don't have trains, it's a catch-22. So currently, I am kind of just sticking it out on my own. Because I'm like, okay, please don't get rid of this. Oh, the world is a beautiful place. I love that. This is phenomenal. But yeah, so for now, like I just have the dual bridge. This came from a file that I like to use. Let me pull it up. I like to use I have a file I call Signals, which I've modified a lot, but it used to be just my render file of like, this is where I'm going to do nice renders in. So so the original idea was like this, like, dual gauge, because the locomotive isn't dual gauged, it's also off the track, but the caboose in theory is. I could be convinced to do narrow gauge, but unfortunately I'd be more interested in 4-stud than 5. You see, and I don't get the 4-stud argument. Like, I do from a convenience standpoint. But like, in my head, 5 studs is better because it gets you closer to 3 foot, and it gives you more room to put a motor in if you should do any like locomotives, which I've attempted, and it's giving me a headache. And also, like, if you ever want to do 2-foot stuff, your gauge is, you have like, that's 3 stud, like, and I want to do 2-foot stuff at some point. So personally, I've never seen the point in doing 4-stud narrow gauge, at least for us Americans. Europeans, it makes sense. Their gauges are so wacky. I mean, most of it's around 2 foot anyways. But for us, I personally feel this is the way to go. I want to do the Tahlequah Railway. Words are hard. I know the railway, which is 1 to 48, which in 1 to 48 would be closer to 4-stud, unfortunately. Okay, that makes sense. Like, you're doing, like, in that case, 2 foot, 3 inch, technically a half, depending on who you ask and what era you're modeling. Like, that gauge makes sense. 3 foot, this is the way to go. It looks better. Like, I'll actually grab it because I have it. Like, my gorgeous, gorgeous Sumter Valley caboose, which I adore. Grab this sub-model. Okay, I have too many things on here. Okay, switch. There we go. Like this caboose, grab it. I hate the new copy thing. You have to select something to actually copy and paste. I feel it's so weird. Anyways, so the caboose, which it was hard to show in my video, and it's also an older version of it that I will need to use at some point. But the idea is, by removing the yellow axles, if you build it purist style, which I probably actually have to do for the Brick Train Awards. Ugh. I want to get extra student and go for track-powered narrow gauge. Oh, you are a psychopath. DCC it, hate my wallet. You wouldn't just hate your wallet, you would give yourself a headache trying to do it. But knowing your skill, you'd get it done. Also, what is up, LGM Dros 7723? Anyways, so the idea is, ignoring the trucks, because they were always temporary anyways, this model's getting redone. Like, it looks better, at least 3 foot. But, again, this is just my personal thoughts and opinions. Like, I could be completely wrong, but generally speaking, from what I discovered independently and then later learned from other people, this, I think 3 stud, or 5 studs, 3 studs, whatever you call it, it depends on who you ask. I love non-standardization. This is the way to go for 3 foot. DCC isn't actually that bad once you've done it a couple times. I mean, that's true, but also, like, I don't know. As someone who is not a model railroader 90% of the time, just because I don't do many model railroading activities, it is more difficult. It is more difficult to imagine doing something like that in LEGO. Just personally, I don't think it's possible. I think it's actually quite possible, really. But yeah, where was I? I got really distracted a while back. Oh, that's what I was doing. There we go. Look at that. Double tracked. I think I want the water tower on this side, because I think logically, if I'm going to pull this track if I want to make it a single, So I want the water tower on the same side, and then maybe a water column on the other, because I do have a water column. Okay, it's not going to be center. Yeah, let's see. My butt. Really just 4 wires, 2 for pickup, 2 for motors, more if you want them. And then myself and my buddy are making a DCC N-scale layout. N-scale's pretty cool. I like N-scale. Can't wait to get home and resume work on my BTB submission. Let's see if you can guess who I am in the Discord server lol. Honestly, I was wondering who you might be. I currently don't have any guesses. It's going to be very interesting to see, to figure out who you are later. That's going to be very funny. Unless you're Shiprail, but I don't think you're Shiprail. You wouldn't be Shiprail. But yeah, N-scale's pretty cool. I actually kind of have got a soft spot for S recently. I saw some S-scale for the first time, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, I want to go here. Copy this lovely, lovely locomotive. I'm going to build this someday. It's a long-term thing, but I genuinely want to build this locomotive. It is just gorgeous. Just look at that. Modern headlight, or maybe not modern headlight, but a nice headlight bracket. Let's see. I'm gonna raise it up. Switching board, like, it's a modified Disney at its heart. But like, look at it. Air tank on the back, headlight, like, really want to build this one. It begins with an S. S-scale is either ancient or completely scratch built. Nothing in between. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. It's a very interesting conversation, which I'll make in my, which I will mention in my wrap up on my train show video. I chatted with an older gentleman who was lecturing me about S-scale, because whenever you ask anyone about their train stuff, you know how it goes. You get a 20-minute explanation no matter who you are or what age. And what he was telling me was, oh yeah, S-scale is the forgotten scale, a lot of this, like, now we're 3D printing coaches, but like, other stuff, it's, okay, yeah, that's in line. Other stuff is, we have to get stuff from the 50s or older if we're lucky. So, very much, I do know that, and I did learn that. The interesting thing is, though, I was right across the hall during my train show from the S-scalers, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm the Lego guy. And I was trying to be like, oh yeah, I do scale stuff, and he's like, you can't do scale in Lego, and I was like, you can. And I was trying to bring up Glenn, but he kept going on an S, so I never had that conversation. We have a local S-scale club. It's not great. Their layout gets jankier after every show, and the boomers that run it are crankalicious. That is a fun word, and mildly racist. I mean, I think it's one of those. I need to say this carefully, because this could come off really bad, but I think it's kind of sadly a norm that a lot of boomers are kind of set in their ways and cranky and also mildly racist. It's just one of those things that, especially getting into it, that you kind of have to deal with sometimes, which I don't think you should have to deal with. I think a club should be a little bit more friendly than that, especially now that we have more people getting into the hobby. Especially I feel like we're getting a lot more women into the hobby, and also those from the LGBTQ community. Like, I feel like it's not as open to a lot of people as it should be, but what do I know? Hey, Picohan. But yeah. Anyways, I think I made enough modifications on this. I do need to figure out how I'm going to recolor that station, because Fairweather Locomotive Works did make it into the actual Grizzly Flat station, and currently it's a mashup of the original Disneyland Railroad station, which was a copy of the Disney Flat station, which itself was a copy of like an 1889 New York Central station from eons ago. But regardless, I do want to see if I can do a color change, because I think it would be cheaper. I don't know so, but we'll figure it out. It's one of those things. But yeah, I think I'm going to save on this for now, and then we are going to switch over to Bluebricks, because I want to do some layout planning, and then I might pop back into studio. So let me do that real quick. You do like how that station looks? Listen, it is... I'm going to pop it open real quick, just because I think it's an excellent built station. So I added a few crates back here, and obviously changed some of the groundwork. It's originally like... It didn't have as much groundwork. Obviously, these right corners is where it is. But I love it. Like, I wanted this because it's a narrow gauge station. Yes, it's 1 to 48, and yes, I model 1 to 38. But it's just freaking sick. Like, we'll get rid of the roof, and it's a fully finished station. Like, it's got decals. I haven't added them all in on this file, but you have your desk, your order board. I don't know if that's order board platform. That probably would be clock, stovepipe, bench, like maps. Like, Fairweather Locomotive Works did a great job on this one. Yeah. Whoa, layout? Yeah, I'm doing layout planning for future stuff. And then, like a personal layout if I ever get down the line. But I also do want to try experimenting with a point-to-point layout for some shows. I think that would be much more interesting, potentially. Again, we shall see. But yeah, I adore this station. I think it is phenomenal. Just wonderful. I'll actually open up the other one because this is the original. Here's all the decals, which I actually can buy, because, yeah. But look at that. The attention to detail, like the Western Union Telegraph Office. Like, yes, it's blocked on this side, but it's like, you didn't have to add that. Then the schedule, the Grizzly Flats, like, it is phenomenal. And also, it's sadly missing, but there is a Southern Pacific logo right here, which I think is amazing. I think point-to-point could be fun for a show with 4.5 volt. I think it could be too. I don't have any 4.5 volt. Also, what is up, Shadow? Now I really don't know who has joined chat or joined chat earlier. And that's gonna be fun to figure out later. Anyways, but yeah, this is kind of probably my next build. We'll see. This will be a long-term one just because it's so expensive. It genuinely scares me. But I'm gonna pop. But I think this will be a nice LGMS start. Add a road right here for cars crossing. Maybe plant some trees over here, or like have a few trees back here where my mouse is. I think that'll work very well. I should do a video on that actually. I left the direction lever on my powered up modified 4.1 battery box. It still reverses with full remote control. I have no words for that. That's amazing. Honestly, if you make a video on that and instructions, I might actually do that to mine, because I have an old. I think it's technically a 12 volt from the 12 volt error, but it is a 4.5 volt thingy. Ooh, sorry, I'm getting distracted by drawings. We have those? Sorry. I'm in a 19th century railroad server, and someone just posted all the specs drawings for the last remaining Mason bogie. I love my life so much. Oh, I love getting that information. Anyways, where was I from that sidetrack? Sidetrack, getting back on track. Yeah, I think adding a road will be good. But, yeah. So, let me go into my signal file. I still think this is my favorite file I have on hand. Just look at that. So I kind of started planning the layout in studio, because funnily enough, with how sparse it is, at least, the track and all that, because that's what I do first. Like, scenery would come second. But I kind of started doing it in studio, and then let me get Bluebricks open. No, I don't want to save. So let me go here. Basically, all you have to do is got the battery box, hook up the leads from a PU plug to the battery connections. There's so much room in those. There really is so much room in those. Like, genuinely speaking, so much room. Anyways, sorry, gotta switch over. So this is the layout I started planning. It's massive. My studio can still handle it for now. But if I go here, let's see. No, I don't want that video. I was watching Moist Critical earlier, and I don't think I want to show that on stream. It's not inappropriate, but let's just not. Let's just not today. Okay, so then we're gonna go like that, and then boom! I don't know why it's small. That is really funny. Scale to window. Okay, this is genuinely funny. No, why? Why is it like this? Why? Okay, this is dumb. I really, really, really like OBS. OBS is a great thing. Between that and figuring out the tires from those little Speed Champions for bag of fins work for traction tires, really, 4.5 volt in the big 26 at shows has gotten way more fun. Huh. Let's see. I have 3x4 base plate mills plate tables I need to fill up for an LGMS event. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Yeah. Which LGMS event is that? Is that the one in Chattanooga? Or is that one later? Hell yeah, 3-foot reaction content. No, I'm not doing reaction content unless we're gonna look at 3-foot. Actually, that'd be fun. Looking at some 3-foot railroads and like stuff. I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. It just means I'd actually have to be an expert at what I do, which is annoying. Anyways, let's see. Okay. Oh, are they doing the LGMS retreat again in Michigan? I haven't heard anything about it this year. I thought they were doing it next year. Because I really hope it's next year, because I want to make it next year. I need to reinstall the layout planner. Yeah, it gives me headaches so much of the time. But yeah, when is the retreat again? Because either it's coming up, or when is it? Because, like, fun fact, most of you know, but I tried so hard to go last year. Like, I literally was like, okay, I can sleep in my car, I can drive 15 hours a day, I need like 2 to 3 weeks off, but I can make it, and then I'd sleep in my car. Was this a really dumb idea in practice? Yes. Did I not do it? Yes. Was it because it was a dumb idea? No. It was because I was broke. But I almost did it. I almost was like, I can do this. I've only got trains, but I really want to do this. But no. I didn't. Which, 'tis a sad thing, but yeah. Tis one of those things. The tires for the small $5 blind box F1 cars, they've been around a long time, but they work for traction tires for 4.5 volt motors. Huh. It's in mid-August. I'm super excited. I swear, if that's over my birthday, I kind of want to tell my mom, because like she was like, listen, it's your 21st birthday, let's go on a trip. And I'm like, okay. So we started planning a trip, but then life happened and we kind of just stopped for a half second. But if I could make it, like I would get on a plane, and I'm terrified of flying, but I would get on a plane with a bag full of Legos. Oh, ooh, that's right after my birthday. That is super tempting. And right before school starts. Again, I probably won't make it. Gotta go, it's anime hour? What anime are you watching? I don't watch anime, but I always get curious what people are watching, because there's always so much. You see, Jolt King, I would love to also buy Picohan. I would love to, but you see, I live in a state called California. Michigan is far. So I don't think it'd be a good thing to do that. So, you know, it's one of those things. Yeah, I think the LGMS retreat is becoming an annual event, because I remember seeing all of the talk from last year as they were planning it out very last minute. And the idea is, when people run at shows, it gets kind of... There's only so much you can do for the public because you're constrained by organizers and all this kind of stuff and just logistics. But at a private event, you can kind of do what you want. So that's kind of where the idea came from. Okay, done with chatting for a second. Really want to talk about this. So, in studio, as I was showing a moment ago, go back to it real quick, doing a smooth transition. I have the technology. Boom, there we go. Anyways, so this is what I started planning in studio, and then I was like, ooh, wait, why am I doing this in studio when it's gonna lag me to death? Why don't I just do this in Bluebricks? So I did that, and voila, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So the idea is, here's the idea. Say, for example, I go to a show, and it's a big enough one that we can have a branch line and I can take it. Reasonably speaking, if I'm going to any show and I'm bringing stuff, no matter how far it is, I'm going to have to drive. So I can fit 8 tables in my car. I can actually fit bigger ones. But I think if I do, I think 30 by 60 inch ones are the biggest I can fit, at least in this capacity and quantity. So I think if I was to drive across the country with all of my stuff, I could do all this. Again, very much a thing. But the idea would be there'd be a junction over past this one that would, it would go from a double track down to a single. Station would be right between B and C, or start right about here. It'd actually start right on C. I don't know why it's not showing my cursor. Curses. Let's see if I can figure that out real quickly. Sorry, my brain is a squirrel brain, so you guys just gotta, you guys just gotta deal with squirrel brain. Does it not show that? That's so sad. It doesn't show my mouse. I don't think it does, unless I'm wrong. Please correct me if it does show my mouse. I'd really like to know that. But anyways, so the idea is station goes on C, so that'll be my complete module, and then I would model kind of what I know. So Central Valley, so fields, farms, like literally, it's not all of that, but it definitely is like I can drive 30 minutes away and I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere, because in practice, I kind of am, while also being surrounded by everything. It's confusing. But it would go straight line, R104, I could do R120, and I could even go bigger in theory, but I figured keeping it, at the minimum makes it feel like a branch line. But that's just a thought. And then, this is the smartest idea that I don't see people do very often, but we also don't do branch lines as much. So, and this is a funny conversation. So this section between the two switches is something called track other than main. So it is not a siding, because a siding, according to modern railroading, has to be at lower elevation. So technically, this is all track other than main. So that means anytime you build a siding, unless it's lower elevation, it is track other than main. So there's your fun fact for the day. So yeah. So that is that is that. And then, probably would have something terminate here, but by having the switches set up like this, I wouldn't need to flip them. They would automatically go in. They would automatically flip back because they're spring switches from Brick Tracks, and they'd work great. No notes. Oh, it was Snaky who was in chat earlier. I'm blind. Now I understand. My brain is tired. A single track modular is definitely different. I'm not sure how well it fit in most shows. You see, that was also my concern. But again, for context, just for your information, over here on the West Coast, the closest two clubs to me are exactly 3 hours away, at least Lego-wise. There are other clubs nearby, but in terms of stuff that I can actively participate with other people who do Lego, it is 3 hours no matter what direction I go. And then from there, it's basically 3 to 6 hours to the next club. And there's really nothing. Therefore, I kind of, as I like to say, out here in the West, we kind of have more freedom to do what we want as long as we can fit into a show, because you're either part of a club, which I am, but it's too far away to practically do most club events, or I just display by myself, which is my long-term plan. But I just feel like this could be something different, and it's something that I could do for a home layout. 3, yeah. I'm grabbing water real quick, so if I slowly disappear, this is why. I'm gone. Bye. Ooh. Grabbing some water. Oh, yeah. Beautiful night. Yeah. Yeah, 3 hours and it sucks. It's actually really funny because I joined my first Lego club because Pico Han basically invited me to the Bay Area Lego Club, which is 3 hours from me. And then I found out Sacramento had a Lego club, and I was like, oh, I wonder if it's closer. No, it's literally the exact same distance and mileage, distance and time, literally down to the minute and the mile. It is hilarious. But yeah, so this is kind of my current idea, but I wanted to scrap it just because, let's go over here and then build up. That's not currently the tables I have on hand, because I currently have 2 4-footers, and then I have 6 6-footers. So I wanted to be able to accurately build with what I have, which I think is technically the same distance anyways. I don't know, math is hard, but yeah. At least you're not breathing smoke right now? Yeah, I've heard it's pretty rough for you guys. But to be fair, I live in California. Fires are sadly the norm over here. It is honestly quite depressing how much burns. For a second. Just to be, for example, my family, not my family, but my grandparents, they lived up in the Sierra Nevadas until very recently when they moved into the Central Valley. They had to get evacuated because of the fires a few years back. And it has not been the first time, but it was the first time that it was a mandatory evacuation and not a voluntary. But my grandfather went to go protect his property, and it was nasty. Genuinely, I've never literally seen the sky be black at midday from pictures. So, yeah, I hear you when you say, "Oh yeah, it's hard to breathe right now." I feel that. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Their house didn't burn down. It was fine. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, this is real, because you don't think it is that real. You guys hit 700? I think the worst part for us was this was summer. This was summer of 23. It was the Creek Fire, which at the time was California's worst wildfire, which is a scary thing to say now, because it was the worst fire then, and then it's been beaten 3 times over since then. So drink to that. Anyways, it was a terrible fire. Absolutely terrible. But when it happened, most people weren't prepared because it hit an area that was really popular. Shaver Lake, which is a beautiful, beautiful spot in the Sierra Nevadas. It actually is a contender for a national park just because of how pretty it is. People have advocated for years to become one. The entire area almost burned down if it wasn't for a force of 5 volunteer firefighters holding a line for a few hours, and then they got I think 1,000 people to protect a small town of maybe a few hundred people. But it was pretty rough. Yeah. Oh yeah, getting a hit of Canada's bong rip is it's way different than being right next to it. Oh, I love the humor. Well, they said we hit 450, but I kind of doubt it because it's less smoky than was yesterday. Smoke does not mean it's better or worse. The point I was trying to make is, when the Creek Fire was happening, where there was also a bunch of other fires, I literally got outside. And for context, the Central Valley has no humidity. This is where I live. When we get humidity, it is terrible. So I pity all of you in the East when you hit 105 with 80 to 90% humidity. But we hit 110. It was probably 700 on the scale in terms of air quality. And yeah, it was 700 on the scale in terms of air quality. You could barely see a football field in front of you, and the sky and the sun were red. It was absolutely nothing like I've ever seen. And it was like that for a week. It was terrible. Never in my days, before or since, have I seen anything like that. Anyways, enough fire talk, unless we're talking about any new Lego sets that are fire. I actually did get a set today for a pretty good deal. Costco was kind to me today. But no more depressing talk. Fires are very much a headache. But on to layout planning. I'm actually curious how long this is. Oh yeah, this would be fun. I genuinely think this would be fun. Yeah, mega oof. Oh yeah. Like I said, Californian fires I'm used to. It's one of those things. The Central Valley, every year, by the time we reach my birthday in August, oh gosh dang it, I put it in the wrong thing. I hate when I do that. It's literally kind of a gamble on, whether you're going to see the Sierra Nevadas in flames or not. It's just one of those things. But yeah, let's see. Anything interesting? Yeah, nothing crazy interesting has happened. Oh, they saved a Pennsylvania narrow gauge coach. That was fun to hear about today. Love that surprise. I mean, it's technically not even a coach. I'm gonna bring it up so we can all laugh at it, because it's oh yes, we saved one of the few remaining Pennsylvania narrow gauge coaches, and it's but huh? So for context, I'm pulling this up. Let's see if it's going to. Listen, I'm not a robot, okay? Thank you, Google. You already steal enough of my data. You know that I'm not a robot. Why do you think I am a robot? Let's see. Trying to pull up a picture. I hate that it's white mode. Genius. There we go. We're going to switch over tabs because this is just funny. Literally, this is so funny. What do you mean? Okay, wait. It's working. It's working. There we go. Look at this. This is so dumb. Oh yes, we saved a coach. No, you didn't. You saved, like, a window. It's so dumb. But I'm happy that it's going to a better home where it will be displayed more properly. I feel bad for you living in California. You deserve to live somewhere that isn't constantly on fire. Listen, this is a conversation I actually have with a lot of people, including who live in the state. A lot of people claim, oh, the state's bad because of, XYZ, there's a lot of conflict, yada, yada, yada. And to be quite frank, like, it's not bad. I live in a spot that's 4 hours from Disneyland, 2 hours from the coast, 2 hours from, like, 3 of the most gorgeous national parks in the country, and minus the summers, which are dry, which I like heat-wise, it's really nice. And I live in an area that doesn't get fire. I just get all the smoke from the fires. That's it. But yes. Anyways, back to the coach. I think my favorite comment, because I shared this with a bunch of 19th century nerds. I think my favorite comment was, I think you're missing 7/8 of it. And it's like, you think? So, but more coaches have been rebuilt from less. I mean, the oldest narrow gauge coach in the country, which, that's a ship of Theseus argument, which I will pull up for argument's sake, because it's funny. Let's see. Hang on. None of you. We're going to turn that off for a half second, just because I still don't want things to be seen. They don't need to know. You don't need to know whose YouTube channels I'm subscribed to and not. No one needs to know that. Right, guys. Anyways, we're going back to that. But there is I think this will become a controversy probably 10 years down the line. Not a big one, probably a minor one. But it is regards to one of my favorite arguments, the ship of Theseus. So, I'm going to go to more info, so let's pull this up. Pulling these up. Going to be a series of images on this one, but it is. I think this is a really cool thing that still exists. So I can't really say too much on it, but let's pull it up because there we go. Gonna pull this up. Anyways, back there we go. So this, to explain real quickly, we're looking at this coach in the back. This is the Desmond and Desmonds, and I think that's how you say that, and Minnesota coach number 1. Technically, it is the oldest narrow gauge coach, at least 3-foot gauge coach, left in the country. I mean, 1872 is stupid old. The only narrow gauge coach I know that's older is the coach that Mox works with. But, again, that's a whole nother discussion. But for 3-foot narrow gauge, this is the oldest coach in existence. And it is a gorgeous coach. Here's it later on in life. It is clearly from that era because it uses the classic 1-2 style seating, which is very typical of the very early coaches. It's got the fancy wooden side paneling, which very much was gone as time later went on. Again, it's a gorgeous coach. It got hit in a flood, made it, but it survived until the 60s, and here's kind of what's left with it. So my issue is, okay, is this a rebuild, or is this a new build? Because according to British rules, this is a rebuild. According to US rules, I don't know. Do I think it will be cool, and do I think it's more of a replica? than a rebuild or a new build? Yes. But again, that's for other people to decide later down the line. Yeah, it's a gorgeous coach. Like, I wish there were color images of this, not AI-generated ones or use of ones, because man, do I hate those. But it is a gorgeous coach. I think I'll actually pull up the only other ones we have that are contemporaries to it, at least in good condition, are the two Carter Brothers coaches at the California State Railway Museum, which if you all are ever in California, I highly recommend going to the California State Railway Museum. You walk, my favorite thing is to walk in. It seems pretty underwhelming at first, and then you walk in there and you just see, like, it. I cannot tell you how gorgeous it is to look up and see 30 feet in the rafters an entirely custom-built bridge holding a train as a cab forward, and one of the few remaining narrow gauge 440s sit side by side. It's something you have to do. Okay, please load. Please load. It's a renew build. Listen. The rebuild rules are confusing, okay? Oh, I didn't realize I went actually dead. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love that. Anyways, now we have images. There we go. Look at that beautiful piece of work. Oh. I hate ads. Ads are dumb. Yeah. Trying to get through the pictures. I hate ads. I'm just trying to get good pictures because sadly with the lighting in the place, okay, there we go. This is what we're looking for. What is copyright? No, I don't want to see copyright. I just want to see these gorgeous train cars.
It wasn't always that easy, no, it wasn't always that slow. I just thought you'd like to know this time. I just thought you'd
I'm gonna go full screen for these because these are 100% worth it. So this is the full train set, which is beautifully restored. You need to get more museums in general. Yeah, I do. I really do. Also, I know I have Studio open, I switched. Anyways, streaming, it's hard. We're learning. This is one of my favorite things. So this is North Pacific Coast number 12, the Sonoma. It was one of the first engines purchased by the NPC. That's funny. It's the NPC Railroad. I just realized that. Oh, I've got funny ideas for later. Anyways, it was one of 3 remaining Baldwin narrow gauge 440s left in the U.S., if not the world, from what I understand, at least for the 3-foot, and is beautifully restored. They restored it back in 1979, and it is gorgeous. But the coach, like, look at that beautiful piece of... Actually, it's debated somewhat on its full paint job, as this coach was built over 2 months, finished in, I believe it was October of 1876. It might have been 1874. I actually have my book right next to me. I can cross-reference it. But the Monterey and Salinas Valley is a fascinating railroad. First 3-foot gauge railroad in California. I also think it was the first 3-foot gauge railroad on the West Coast. So it's beautifully restored. But the interesting thing to note is, I gotta go back. So the two cars survived because they went to, let's see if we have a picture in the rafters. They went to the Nevada Short Line. Was it the Nevada Short Line? Oh no, it was the Nevada Central. So the Nevada Central, this locomotive is from the Nevada Central. It's a gorgeous railroad. They ran out of what's it called? Ran out of middle of nowhere. It ran out of Battle Mountain, Nevada, which is middle of nowhere, and they had a few things, but what happened is the Monterey and Salinas Valley quickly folded into the SP, and the SP was like, we don't want any narrow gauge competitors. We need to sell this equipment, but we don't want to sell it to our nearby competitors. So what they did is, because they were freaking geniuses, hang on, we're gonna go here. No, we're not opening that. Let's see. We're gonna hang on. What they did is, they sold all the original Monterey equipment to the Nevada Central, because it was out in the middle of nowhere, it was middle of nothing line. Should have gone bankrupt instantly, but it didn't. It actually lasted into the 1930s, when eventually it was sold. As a part of that sale, a lot of the equipment from the line was actually used for multiple exhibitions and world fairs to recreate, ironically enough, the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, which is really funny. However, the railroad is while it has the oldest surviving narrow gauge equipment in the country, at least in, mostly standing condition, the thing that they are most known for is starting Ward Kimball's collection. If it will load, of course. Incognito tab opened midstream is crazy work. It's not crazy work, it's just a smart move. It's like, hey, this is... It just hides, certain things, like, I've got nothing to hide, but it's like, yeah. But yeah, so the MNO Nevada came from the Nevada Short Line, basically in terrible condition, because that railroad was run on hopes and prayers some days. And, yeah, she came to Ward's place like this, and she got restored in her butyl in what we lovingly and mockingly call fire engine red, because Ward Kimball was less a historian and more of a storyteller, which is definitely, he had many tall tales, but he was also very much an artist. So if it wasn't for him, a lot of the stuff in the at both the Southern California Railway Museum, which I've been to, I actually got to stay there overnight, very cool story, and then the California State Railway Museum, all the narrow gauge collection would not exist if it were not for him. Some of it would, but mostly, probably 70% of it would not exist. So, yeah. He doesn't want people to know how many tabs he normally has open. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean tabs I normally have open? I don't have too many tabs open. When do you think I have too many tabs open? Like, I really don't think I have too many tabs open. Like, I think this is my normal amount of tabs. Yeah. This is normal, Anyways, enough of that. Let's actually get back to normal streaming. Your or as they like to say, your regularly scheduled programming. It will be back after this black screen. Alright, we are back after this black screen. Also, okay, good. My music is still playing. I don't have it on currently, so I'm currently gonna have to restart it so I make sure I don't get copyright striked. Because I don't want to lose it, because that would be terrifying. Don't you know? Rose about to crash his computer. I was gonna say this, but I have 400 tabs open in several tab groups that I haven't touched in a while. I have a few tab groups. I don't keep too many open. I have one just for Southern Pacific Narrow Gauge because it's so cool. Literally. If there is one thing that I adore with all of my heart and all of my soul, it is the Southern Pacific Narrow Gauge. It's so freaking cool. In fact, that and again, early narrow gauge. I think, I need to talk with Mac Bricks about designing some stuff, but I have some ideas for I have a theory, and I don't know if it'll work. But my theory not in practice, but at least in concept, would allow for working stub switches in Lego, which I think would be really funny. Now, would it actually work? I don't know. Is it possible? Yes. So it's one of those things that I will have to, again, see. But it is something I do want to explore. But I also need to chat with him about so many things. Apple's iCloud tabs are a godsend. They have iCloud tabs? Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Because I am a big brain dude. It just goes like this. Oh, look at that. I love Blue Brick. And then I'm technically a little short on this end, but I do have I have cut some base plates, so that's not a huge dealio, shbelios. Yeah, that's perfect. I don't mind that. I mean, to be frank, I don't even know if I'm going to use all this room. Like, this would actually be massive in practice. But it would be a fun concept. It would allow people to actually get close to the layout. But again, we shall see.
You're everything I'm thinking of from time to time and dust to dust. Whenever there's a lull between the void, you feel the silence languid on the couch.
Yeah, let's see. You guys remember when 4D Bricks was the company for the US? Do you remember those days? Because I do. I always forget I'm a newbie online, but in person, I was there. Such a weird thing to think about. Makes me feel old. Feel like an old man. I feel like an old man, because I am one. And I shall stop this impression immediately. Just because I'm old and I'm forgetful. No, just play nice. Play nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it means I can have a... Oh, you're kidding me. I never switched my window. I need... Guys, I swear, I'm a good streamer. No, what are you doing, you stupid piece of... What do you mean? Why is it not working? You mean to tell me I've been streaming to nothingness? This is sad. This is really sad. This is a new low, personally. There we go. I feel so much better. You did. You had the layout planner open. Okay. It's like it keeps switching, though. It's like a... There it is. So odd. It's like it's acting weird or something. Living in the back of my home. I have no idea which song is playing. I should have brought my headphones, would have gotten rid of the echo. Instead it's just, uh-oh. Baby boo. Let's see. Want to include some of this. I don't mind making this little dual gauge less. Huh. Hang on. I got a big brain idea. Nope, that's not going to work. I tried that. I don't have a big brain idea. Unless I do. Or do I? And we'll see. Anyways, where was I? Do 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 do. I love Blue Brick. Yeah. Tis one of those things. Oh, how lovely. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm so off on this. That's embarrassing. There we go. There we go. Alright, I think I'm gonna need to get going before I'm up all night. Have a good rest of the stream. Thanks, y'all. Yeah. Thanks, Jolt King. Sorry if you're already gone, but good night. Get some sleep. Now it's late. And I'll probably be heading off in the next, 10 minutes or so. We'll see. Do want to get this concept finished because I think it could be very cool. Because what I think, if I was going to do this, because I'd want to run trains, right? If I could get more tables, in theory, or if I cut some of these out, I could make two small loops, or like balloon loops. Meaning, I need to add those backrush, dang it. Okay. Largest I would go is R. I gotta find those parts. They exist. Because there's someone who's made like R232, and I think it'd be funny to go that big. I think logically, largest I'm willing to go at the moment, just because of parts availability, is R251. I think it would be cool to use so much of it. Because it's such a gradual corner. Like, I can cut it like that. Then, yeah, look at that. Feel the silence. Yeah, look at that. I think that'd be cool. Nice, like, very sweeping curve, especially if I could go bigger. What we want to do is we want it to end up in the same spot it was at. Which it does. Perfect. Look at that. I think that'd be gorgeous. Although I might want to switch which way it goes. Interessante things to think about. Then what I'd do is come off a sweeping curve to go like this into, could be a small yard potentially, but I'd probably do something like this just because it's always the easiest thing to do. That could be someone you should get to know. Then we go like this, then we go like this, then we go like that, then we go like this, then we go like this, then we go like that. Which is one of those things. Yeah, I think that's the best call. Unless I put it there, but it wouldn't make sense to put it there. But then I run out of space. It's awkward. Ugh. There we go. Still leaves just enough space for a run around with. I think Yeah, I think that's what I do. Like again, I could go bigger. Yeah, let's go bigger. You know what they say? Go big or go home. Am I right? Eh? No? There we go. I think this would be cool. Work. Ah, ironically enough, it would. Barely, but it would. Okay, let's get rid of that. Move that down. Into snap edge. This would barely work, but it would. It would make for a sick layout. Yeah, look at that. Couldn't go much broader. So I'd probably go for whatever's in between R52 and R184. Let's check Trixverse's website. Here's a goat at things like this. I'm not going to pull it up on stream. I just want to check me personal. See curve track. I think 168. I think that's better. .168 is so much better.
So I walked out the back before the second set settled my debt. I'll miss the rest, that's fine, I guess.
There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's probably what I go with. Clip that corner like you're an F1 driver. That'd be pretty funny to do, actually. I did actually do it at the Fresno train show. Picohan was quite worried. He'd derail a locomotive if he won on it, but one, he never did, because it was R88, which his locomotives can, in theory, handle, but we try not to. And two, it was better. It actually ran my stuff a lot better, surprisingly. The outer loops weren't level enough. I don't know why. The inner loop was better. So weird. But, regardless, it was very interesting. But yeah, I actually think this could be a very cool layout idea. So we're going to save this as new. Let's see. Other branch line idea. Excuse me. Holy cow. Just going to save this. And then I'm going to see if I can actually get... Let me check something real quick. I can export a picture. Actually, I can export it now. Why not? Ay. There we go. Exported a picture. I'll send that in a second. So we'll save that. And what we'll do is we'll open. Let's see. I didn't rebuild it. Gosh dang it. Wow. Anyways, we'll open this one just because I think this is the interesting one. So this is my layout that I am taking to potentially a train show. And I jam-packed it as much as I could for operationalness. It is jacked, and somehow it works. I don't know how, but it works. honestly looks similar size to your other ideas. Maybe it's slightly larger. Yeah. If you mean this layout that I have on screen right now, kind of. Oh, no, you're referring to the L. Yeah, it is larger, just by a little bit. I just like it just because I can get a wider curve. Anyways, back to this. So I got invited to a train show last minute. It's happening in a few months. I don't have to pay anything to get in. I usually would. So the idea of this is, it is reasonably as compact as I can manage and uses every switch I own that is at least bigger than R40. So the idea would be, in theory, the two operational loops would be the R104 and the R120 on these two outside loops. The inside loop could also be used for operations. And then, actually, I'm gonna edit this. Oh, that's why I have a text layer. Then, by changing this, I can't believe I'm actually gonna add Lego switches. Ugh, Lord forgive me. But by actually adding Lego switches, as disgusting as they are, none of this will be ballasted, and even if it was, I do not care. By adding this, I can add more storage, which will allow for some stuff. So yeah, this is my very hodgepodge, somehow this works idea. Which is saying something, because usually my ideas don't work like this. But there you can see some of the issues, some of the yellow dots. I want to build it in person because I technically do have all the parts. I do have the space to test it out, but I also would mean bringing tables out of storage and other stuff, which I don't want to do. But I think in theory it would work. I mean, even this one, like, I plan on moving the layout in a little bit more, so I don't think there'd be any issues adding more of an inner loop. Why is that catching? Oh, that's why. It says stinking switch stand, but yeah. This would be very close to the edge, but this would work. Regardless. Look at that. So yeah, then I have more storage space. So yeah, let's save this. I'm gonna go to export picture. I'm gonna go to properties. Wow, there's a lot of ones in here. Maka in the wide way. La, 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 la. Yeah, I think this works. Let's go. I'm gonna go number 2 on that one. Hopefully that's not too big of a file. I'm about to find out. Holy cow, that's a huge file that I cannot share. Man, I'm tired. No, I don't want to export them. Oh, you can export the parts list. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, we're going to go to 5 on the dot. Rid of the watermark. Fix some other stuff. There we go. Gonna figure this out. Come on. Come on. Please tell me it worked. Please tell me it worked. Click yes. Yes. Almost there. Getting under the Discord's limits on stuff can be so annoying sometimes. Okay, that should be it. Working on stuff. Did it work? Oh, I'm so freaking close. Come on. Please work. Pretty please. I'm trying so hard to get this to work. So close. It's so far. I have to delete like so many of these. In a second here. Then I shall be done for the night. It's gonna be good. Hey, that might fit. Will it? Is the question. It will fit. Hallelujah. That's all I wanted to hear. Sweet. Alright, y'all. That's it from me. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are. I'm gonna hit the bed and then... I don't know, I think I have stuff to do tomorrow. I might not. We'll see. Regardless, hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.